Hello everyone, how are you all? Today we will be learning about the circulatory system. Circulatory system से we mean कि we are going to discuss about the human heart and how it is having a connection with rest of your body. How is your blood flowing? What is double circulation? Right? So I am Dr. Sumaiya and you will be learning all this topic with me. So continue. First of all, we should know that our circulatory system is a closed circulatory system. So let's see what is this closed circulatory system. Bachcho, you should be well aware of the fact that this closed circulatory system is having a network of blood vessels. Okay, so we will be starting with the heart and I will be making very easy for you. Okay, let's start with the heart. Heart say it comes out aorta and from the aorta it comes out to be finer arteries, right? And from the arteries it comes out to be arterioles, right? And when you are on this arterioles, you will be having now a connection with your body, right? And this time it is going to be capillaries. This is going to be capillaries, where the exchange between the oxygen and the carbon dioxide with the body tissue will take place, right? Now from this capillaries is going to give this deoxygenated blood into the venules. Now venules say we are going into veins, and now from the veins it is vena cava, the great vein, right? So this type of circulatory system is called a closed circulatory system. Okay, let's see, right? Isn't it? But Abhi, I have given you a parameter like from the heart it is the aorta, it is the artery, and like it is carrying the oxygenated blood, and the one which is carrying the deoxygenated blood is a vein. So there must be some changes, there must be some differences in these two blood vessels, isn't it? Okay, you all are right, there are differences. See, this artery this is more elastic in nature, right? And you can see it has a narrow lumen in comparison to the vein. If you can see, vein has got a larger lumen in comparison to that artery, right? And what about the capillary? Capillary though is just a single layer of cells, the endothelium of cells, right? And it has a small lumen. When a blood starts from the artery, of course, it is through the heart. Heart is the pump, it is through the heart. So the blood in the artery is flowing with pressure, right? So bachcho, you know that now the blood is flowing into the artery and this blood need to be in more pressure, right? When the pressure is more, so this artery has been provided with more smooth muscles and more elastic muscles, and the veins, they have got less of this, right? And as you know, this capillary is having a small lumen, it is one cell thick, so it is very good for the surface exchange of CO2 and O2 along with many minerals, nutrients and toxicants, right? Two things you all need to remember. Artery is one which always carry blood away from the heart, and a vein is one which always carry blood towards the heart. And when the two of these things mixes, as I have shown you here in the form of this capillaries, right? So that capillaries are unicellular layered, so it is easy to go for the exchange of the material. Now let's see the structure of the heart. Okay. Right. So how many chambered is the human heart? Obviously, we all know it is 4-chambered. So we have got a 4-chambered heart. Right. Now let's see. These 4 chambers. Always remember that upper side is for atrium and lower side is for ventricles. Okay? So this is my right atrium, left atrium. Should I write like this? Okay? Right ventricle, left ventricle. Okay? Clear? Now you need to remember one more thing. You need to remember one more thing, that your this side of the heart, right side of the heart, it is related with deoxygenated blood. This is related with deoxygenated blood. So who is oxygenating all these things? Please don't get confused. Your heart is just a pump. Where is all these blood getting oxygenated? In the lungs, of course, in the lungs. Okay, so suppose if I divide your body into 2 parts through a muscular fold which is called diaphragm. Okay, this is diaphragm. So upper part, this is thoracic cavity, right? And lower part is abdominal cavity, right? So it is your thoracic cavity where your lungs are present, and in between that lung is your heart present, right? And you know, okay, why this heart is, you receive this heartbeat on the left side? Because it is slightly conical and pointed towards this left side, right? So the things is, okay, your lung is actually clearing out your blood, and it is at the network of this alveoli. Lung alveoli is the site where gaseous exchange takes place. Okay, now let's see the structure of the heart. When we come to the anatomy of the heart, it looks somewhat like this from the inside, right? So you can see that this is the right atrium, this is the left atrium, this is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle, right? Now you must be watching some things like superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, these arteries, these veins. So let's try to clear out this figure. Now if I say the 4 sections of the heart, right? Your body is giving out deoxygenated blood into this right atrium through superior and inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, right? And when there is a lot of blood in this superior and inferior vena cava, and they are pouring this blood, in this deoxygenated blood, into the right atrium, right? Ab this right atrium, okay, this right atrium is now going to transfer this blood into right ventricle. Of course, there is a valve present. So, the valve here has got 3 cusps, and this valve is called a tricuspid valve, right? Ab now blood is here into this right ventricle, and you see, you already know that the blood on this right side is deoxygenated because it is coming from the body, right? And you know that lung is the side where this deoxygenated blood will get converted into oxygenated blood. Okay, so very good. There is a pulmonary artery which is going to carry the blood towards the lungs. Okay? Don't get confused by the artery word. You already know that all the blood vessels which carry the blood away from the heart, they are arteries, right? Of course, all the arteries, they carry oxygenated blood. You can also remember like this that pulmonary artery is an exception to that because it carries deoxygenated blood. Wonderful. Okay. So, it will carry the blood to the lungs, right, where at the surface of this alveoli, right, they are like this now. The CO2 and O2 exchange will take place, right. So, now this exchange has taken place and it is returning this blood through the pulmonary vein. Yes, pulmonary vein is an exception which carries oxygenated blood. Now, the blood, this oxygenated blood is entering into this left atrium, and from this left atrium, it is now entering into left ventricle, right? When it is entering into left ventricle, again, यहाँ पे there is a valve present. This valve is a bicuspid valve, and this bicuspid valve is also known as mitral valve, right? Now you can notice that this left ventricle is now having a proper of the oxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood is ready to be supplied to the rest of the body. So yes, यहाँ पे here is this aorta present, and through this aortic valve the blood will be transfused to the rest of the body. Abhi, you must be wondering about the type of valves which are present in this pulmonary artery and the aorta. Both of them, this pulmonary artery B and the aorta B, both of them, as I have said, like aortic valve and pulmonary valve, but these two valves are again a type of semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. Semilunar valves are a type of 3 cusp valves, and these semilunar valves are also present in the vein. Why in the vein? Because in the vein there is low pressure, and this low pressure blood is going to be carried to the heart. So, there is a valve present in the vein which is avoiding the backflow of the blood. Now, let's come to the point that what do we mean by double circulation of the heart, right? Abhi tak I hope that most of the concept is clear, right? So, let's see what is double circulation of the heart. Okay, again see that there are 2 circuits, one is the pulmonary circuit and the other is the systemic circuit. These heavy words every time you must be getting, right? Okay, but I guess abhi simple ho jayega, it's going to get simple for all of you. See, when there is a blood transfusion from heart to the pulmonary artery, then pulmonary artery to lungs, and then lungs to pulmonary veins, and again back to the heart, right? So this circulation, this circuit is the pulmonary circuit, and this circulation is called pulmonary circulation. Right? This circulation is called pulmonary circulation. Now you must be watching, where is this deoxygenated blood? Of course, from the heart to the pulmonary artery, this blood is a deoxygenated one, right? And here the blood is oxygenated one. When the blood is through the pulmonary veins to the heart, the blood is now an oxygenated one. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what is systemic circulation. When we talk about the systemic circulation is between, you can see it is through the body, and from the body, the top side, like your head, neck, this region is the superior vena cava, and from the lower side of your body is your inferior vena cava, right? Then through this inferior vena cava, superior vena cava, the blood is now into the heart. So beta, this blood is deoxygenated blood, right? Okay. Now again, now from the heart, it is into the aorta, and through the aorta it is to the back to the body, right? And this time the blood is oxygenated blood. This time the blood is oxygenated blood, correct? So wonderful. So this is actually double circulation. There are two circuits, one time between the heart to the lung and lung to the heart, and second time heart to the body and body to the heart. So these two circuits together include, these two type of circulations together include the double circulation of the heart, right? So now I guess abhi most of the doubts regarding this heart circulatory system and the double circulation is clear to everyone. Okay, take care. We will be meeting with next wonderful video. Okay, bye bye.